So, moving on to the eighth paragraph, the day of the meet dawned bright and clear. So, the day of the meet came when that Hyderabad meet he was talking about in the earlier paragraph. It dawned. It dawned means the day started early morning. It was very bright and clear. You all know, children, what is dawn? DAWN. Dawn is early morning and dusk is evening. As I made my way to the stadium, I noticed some men who were surrounded by senior officers and their families. So, as he went to the stadium, as he made his way to the stadium, he noticed some men who were surrounded by senior officers and even their families. The men wore vests with India written on them in bold letters. And these men, they were wearing vests uh, and India was written on their vest in bold letters, in capital letters. They seem to have an air of power and prestige about them, and they seem to be very, very important because everybody was giving them attention, everybody was talking to them, everybody was surrounding them. So they seem to have an air of power around and prestige about them. So I was very curious to know who they were. So he wanted to know who they were. I was told later that they were athletes who had represented India in international sporting events. So then later when he asked, he came to know that these were the athletes who had represented India, who had played for India in the international sporting events. So that was my eureka moment, sorry. So he says it was my eureka moment. Eureka means, he was as if he had found something. He's found, and what he had found here is his goal of life. And what would be his goal of life later? His goal of life became, when he saw these athletes, he wanted to be like them. He wanted himself to represent India like them. He wanted to wear that vest with India written on it. So that was his eureka moment. And eureka, as the meaning given there in your book, the time when he realized what he wanted to become in life. Actually, this word comes from a Greek word which means I've found it. And this word, the use of word refers to the exclamation by Archimedes. Archimedes was a mathematician, who after long study of discovered a method to detect the purity of gold in the crown of the king. So he said, Eureka, I found it. So it's a Greek word. I made a solemn promise to myself. Solemn is sincere, a serious promise. So he promised himself that he would not rest until I earned a place in that special world too. So he wanted to become the part of them in that world. He wanted to go in that world where Indians represented the country. The world of Indian athletes who had the privilege of representing their country. So he wanted to have this privilege. Privilege means an opportunity, a proud moment to represent his country. I wanted to wear blazers and vests with the name of my country written on them. I resolved. So he promised himself. Resolved means promise. And that I would make my country proud of me. So he promised himself that he would make his country proud of him. So I was very nervous when we reported at the starting line before the race. So that brigade meet, he was very nervous when he saw all those athletes, for the first time in his life he would be running with those people. This was the first time that I was competing in such an event, and that too before thousands of spectators. Spectators are the people who were watching. So thousands of people watching, and he was first time he was participating in such a formal event and competing with such players, runners. I had little idea about the procedures and the technicalities for such events, and till now, as he hadn't participated in any such event, so he had no idea about the procedure, the process of running, the ways, the technicalities, the rules, and all that. So I came fourth in the race. We came fourth in that race. I was disappointed but not disheartened. So when he came fourth, he was a little disappointed. He felt bad, but he wasn't disheartened. Disheartened means he did not lose heart. Uh, he did not lose his confidence. I had raced with star athletes, and his point of confidence was that at least he had ran with the star athletes, the persons who had represented India earlier. The national champion Sohan Singh of Sikh Regiment and Preetham Singh, who had represented India in events abroad. Abroad means out of country, foreign countries. So when I returned from Hyderabad, it was back to work as usual. Parades, other military duties, and examinations consumed my time. So when he came back from Hyderabad, he came back to his normal routine, uh, participating in parades, then do duties, examination. So he was busy. It consumed most of his time, and he did not get time to practice. But my desire to succeed as an athlete was strong as ever. But he had promised himself, and his desire to become the best athlete, and wear the India vest, it was still very strong in his heart. And so even after he was not getting any time, he was busy most of the time in the day, he took out time for his practice every day, and that was determination. And children, this is the determination which helps you to achieve something big in life. So if you people like something, make it, determine, first make it a determination. Determine yourself that you have to work hard for it. You have to do an extra effort. You have to take out an extra time and put in some extra effort. Only then you can achieve big. So after a day of hard work, I would carry my dinner back to the barracks and hide the plate of food under my bed. So even after being busy whole day, he did not have dinner. He used to take his dinner to his barracks. Barracks is the place where the soldiers, they stay together, and he used to hide his plate under his bed with while my colleagues relaxed in the evening. So in the evenings, rest of his colleagues, his partners, they relaxed. He would be at the ground practicing. He would go to the ground to practice. I still did not know the techniques needed to run a 400-meter race, but I followed a rule of thumb. So he says still he did not know any rules and regulations of how to run the 400-meter race, but he followed a rule of thumb. A rule of thumb means, a practical way, just based on experience which he had got, which he had found after participating in that practical race. So based on experience, though it will not, maybe it is not technically correct. So, and what was that rule of thumb? I would run one round at the highest speed possible, rest for a while, and then run another one. So this is the way he practiced. He would run at the maximum speed one round, and then he would rest for some while, and then another one. I would complete 5 or 6 rounds and then return to my room to take a bath and have dinner. And then after practicing for 5 to 6 rounds, he would go back and have dinner. I would this was my routine for many months, a secret activity that no one was aware of. And he did not tell about the secret activity to anyone, that he was going to practice every day. One night, I was doing my regular practice rounds when Brigadier S.P. Vora spotted me. So one night when he was, practicing, taking his rounds, Brigadier came there, the higher officer, S.P. Vora. He spotted me, he saw him, and he was on his after dinner walk. So he had come out for a walk after dinner. Why are you on the grounds at this hour? He asked sharply. So very sharply, very sternly, very strictly, he asked that why he was in the ground at that time. Sir, I said, clicking my heels and snapping to attention. So as soon as he saw his higher officer, so he clicked his heels. Clicking means he made a sound with his heels while saluting. Whenever they saw the senior officers, they used to salute them. And snapping to attention, he quickly moved to attention position. I tried to do a smart salute, though I was breathing hard and dripping sweat from every pore. So he tried to salute him smartly, though he was breathing hard. He was very tired after running, and he was dripping sweat. The sweat was dripping from his body, from every pore, every hole of his body. He was dripping, literally wet. Sir, I panted. So he breathed hardly, and he said, "Sir, I'm practicing for the 400-meter race." And so he told him, "Practicing? Why are you practicing at this hour?" He asked. He sounding a little astonished. So that sir was a little astonished, a little shocked kind, that why are you practicing at this hour? "Because I don't have time to practice during the day, sir." So he answered that during the day I am busy, I don't get time to practice. He stared at me. So, sir, he stared at him, he looked at him, then nodded and walked away briskly. And then the sir walked away briskly. Briskly means fast. So he walked away. I felt quite relieved that I had been let off easily. So he was a little scared when he had seen his officer. Maybe he would be punished or something like that, because that was what happened in the army very frequently. So he felt relieved, he felt a little happy that he was let off without much so easily. This meeting led to a series of actions and that I had never anticipated. So after this meeting, a series of actions took place. Some events took place in his life which he had never expected. Anticipated means expected. He had never expected beforehand. The next day, the commander of my company told me that I did not have to go to do the fatigue duty anymore. So next day he was told, the commander of his company told him that he was not required to do the fatigue duty anymore. He was exempted from the fatigue duty. You remember the fatigue duty means doing cleaning and cooking and all that, wearing loose clothes. This gave me more time to practice. So he was let off from that duty, so he got more time to practice, so he could get practice during the evenings and during the day. I was given better facilities. And then he was also given better facilities. He was given a nutritious diet, and special attention was paid to my grooming. And he was given a better diet, and moreover special attention was paid to his grooming. Grooming means to his training, so that he could become a world-class athlete. This incident opened up a whole new world for me. And this was a third incident, which opened up a whole new world for him. Right, from an army soldier, he was now on a way to become a world-class athlete, and he was getting almost every facility, one that offered innumerable opportunities. And once he became a world-class athlete, so many opportunities came to his life. After he started training, naturally he got to attend so many camps and trainings with the other people and all that. So that changed the course of his life totally. So this is how, children, we learn that we definitely need hard work and determination, grit and determination. Once you decide that you want to become something, you put in your maximum efforts and focus on to your aim, and then nobody can stop you from being what you want. So I hope you get encouragement from this story, and you also I bless you that you become determined and focused, and you go achieve your aim, whatever you want to achieve in your life. So children, do read this chapter at least twice, and then we'll move on to the exercises. Thank you and have a nice day.